And that's when the little boy, just like you, held his magnifying glass right up to his eye. The whole world was blurry until a little red spotted ladybug flew into view. The ladybug looked at the little boy with big eyes, and suddenly a burst of flame shot out of his mouth.
But, Mom, ladybugs don't breathe fire.
Well, this one does.
No, he doesn't.
All right, then. Well, the ladybug landed on the rim of the magnifying glass. The little boy smiled and decided he would take him home and show his mom his new discovery.
Wait, but, Mom, wouldn't the ladybug be lonely all by itself?
He probably would. You're right. We all need a friend. Before the boy ran to show his mom, he waited and waited, hoping another ladybug would come to love and be with the first one. As the sun began to set, the boy grew sad when no other ladybugs came to him. Just when he was about to give up and go home, a red dot fluttered across the lens of his magnifying glass.
It's another ladybug.
He couldn't believe it. It sat right next to the other one.
And then he went and showed his mom.
And his mom was so happy that he had found them.
And then what?
And then the little boy went to sleep.
But I'm not even tired, Mom.
It's past your bedtime. I know you're tired, Simon Farley. Now get to sleep. I love you.
I love you, Mom.
Now, Simon, I know this might be a lot to take in right now. Unfortunately, it affects a lot of children everywhere. You're a little young, but we have support groups and resources here. They'll help you understand what you're going through.
So my mom is gone?
Yes, Simon. I understand that you and your mom were close, so it's going to feel very different for a long time, and it's completely normal.
How long is a long time?
It's different for everyone. Dealing with loss is the hardest thing you'll ever go through, and everyone grieves differently. Some people have a hard time believing it at first and like to imagine their loved ones are still with them. Now, Simon, if you ever need help or just need a friend, I'm here for you. Can I do anything for you? How are you feeling?
I don't know.
That's okay. You're not alone.
I'll never see my mother again. How does she think I'm feeling? I'm sad.
I'm sad. I'm happy.
Mom?
No, silly, I'm not your mom.
What do you mean? Of course you are.
No, I'm not.
If you're not my mom, why do you look like my mom?
I don't look like anything. I'm only imaginary. That means I look however you imagine me to look.
Imaginary?
You got it.
The doctor said some people just imagine their loved ones with them. This is just me grieving, right?
Nope, I'm an imaginary friend. Grieving is only temporary. We all need a friend. And I'm yours forever. That's how it works, silly.
Why? What are you doing here?
I'm helping you to be happy. It's in my name, you know.
Helping me be happy?
Well, what makes you happy?
Well, if you could tell me a bedtime story.
A bedtime story would make you happy.
It might make me feel better.
If I can make you smile, even a little bit, it would make me happy. From that day on, Simon and I have been best friends. We do everything together. I helped him through each of his first days of school. I held his hand on the bus and everything. We talked about his mom a lot. I never met her, but from what I understand, she was the best mom Simon could have asked for. We don't talk about her much anymore, which means he's come to terms with everything. Well, as much as you can anyways. Simon is in high school now, in 10th grade. And here we are, another first day of school.
Happy! Come help me find my locker.
I'd be happy to. We're not even on the right floor, silly. It's on the second floor.
Well, at least that's good. My first class is on the second floor.
What's your first class?
Geometry.
Perfect.
Perfect? No! I do not want to start my day by simplifying fractions.
That's algebra. Geometry is where you graph different lines and shapes and things.
You're gonna need to help me with that. That's like a different language for me.
Are you taking a foreign language?
No, I'm not. But maybe I should. It looks good for colleges, I guess. I don't know about college, though. It seems...
Seems like what, Farley?
I wasn't talking to you, Francine.
Who were you talking to? There's no one here.
No one?
He's talking to his best friend. Leave him alone, me and Francine.
You sure?
Leave him alone.
You were talking to yourself, weren't you?
No.
You were.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, just leave me alone.
God, you're such a dork, Farley.
I have to get to class.
Oh, and so he's a nerd too.
I'm a nerd. Your mom is the strict science teacher who nobody wants.
Yeah, well, at least I have a mom.
Simon, I think we should go to your locker now. Hey, you're not a nerd.
I'm a dork, though.
No, you're not either of those things. Hey, you're not either of those things.
Yeah, well then why did she say that?
Because some people are just mean. They get pleasure from other people's pain.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, I was standing up for you. If only others could hear me.
I know. I heard you.
Hey, cheer up. I hate seeing you all sad like this.
I'm different, Happy. I'm not like these kids. Everyone either uses my mom as something for pity or uses it to make fun of me.
Simon.
I'm also in 10th grade and I have an imaginary friend.
Which is a great, happy thing.
Totally. Just forget it.
We made it through high school. Football games, prom, graduation, geometry, and simplifying fractions. I am pretty good at math. And then we were going into the real world. I would have never admitted it to him, but I was just as scared as Simon. Now we're in community college and aren't doing much else. No friends and no job. I know making friends in high school is hard, but college? Even worse. So, I had to do something to get Simon out of his shell.
I don't really need a job.
But you really need money.
Well, I have money, just not a lot of it.
Okay, well, you really need more money.
I know.
And that means you get a job.
Fine.
Yay!
Where would I even work, Happy?
Anywhere. It doesn't matter. Look through some community brochures. They also list hiring positions there. One came in the mail yesterday.
Oh, great.
It's on the table. Would you want to be a cook? You can maybe steal some delicious leftover food for a late night snack.
No, that sounds gross.
Okay, what about a janitor?
That sounds even grosser.
You're right.
This is pointless. There's no good jobs.
Oh, yes, there is. You just have to keep looking. This one looks fun. A car mechanic.
Why are you only suggesting the grubbiest and dirtiest of jobs ever created?
This one's named after me.
What? How gross is that one?
Not gross at all. A place called Happy Vacuums is hiring a vacuum salesman.
A vacuum salesman? That's literally the most boring job I could ever think of.
But it's my name. I think it's a perfect fit if I do say so myself.
All right, I'll apply, but only because you really want it.
Yes!
I probably won't be hired anyways.
Guess what? We got hired. Guess what else? I held his hand the day of the interview. Just like I used to when we rode the bus to school. I guess some things never change. Now we work for Happy Vacuums. We have a few coworkers that invite us to do things. We even hosted our first party for Simon's 22nd birthday with a few friends. I'm happy I pushed Simon. He's happier now.
Shh, Happy, we talked about this. I can't talk to you in public anymore.
I know.
You're still my best friend, though.
Promise?
Promise.
Mr. Farley,
Tess, hi!
were you just talking on the phone, Mr. Farley?
No, of course not.
That's Tess. She's our boss. And I have a not-so-happy feeling about her.
Taking personal calls isn't allowed on the job, Mr. Farley.
Excuse you, he was talking to me.
I'm really sorry. It won't happen again.
I'm sure it won't. This isn't your first offense, Mr. Farley.
I apologize.
I can't accept your apologies anymore, Mr. Farley.
What does that mean?
You're fired. You can't keep repeating the same offense. We need to make cuts in our staff. Looks like you're the first to go.
Simon, I'm really sorry.
Just stop, okay? Please just stop. For once in my life, stop. All you ever do is talk to me, and it only ever gets me in trouble.
I was just trying to help.
Have you ever thought I don't want your help? Did you ever consider that? You just appeared in my life, and I can't get you out of my head. You got me fired from my job, Happy. I always get bullied and picked on because of you. I don't want you in my life anymore.
Simon?
Did you hear me? I said I don't want you in my life anymore. This job was great. I finally had something going for me. You've messed it up, and I can't risk anything else on you.
But Simon...
Happy, you aren't making me happy anymore. Leave me.
I don't make him happy anymore. That's all I ever wanted to do. But if Simon doesn't need me for that anymore, I guess I'm done being his best friend. Maybe I should have done some things differently. Maybe I should go back and talk to him. No. I don't make him happy.
Who are you arguing with?
What? No one.
Oh, come on. Don't lie to me. I know you were talking to her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
An imaginary friend.
What?
I know the look all too well. You were talking to an imaginary friend, weren't you?
No.
You know, I have an imaginary friend. I've had one since I was a little girl. It's funny, isn't it? How you have your own special friend. Someone who's always there for you and never leaves your side.
She certainly never left my side.
So you do have an imaginary friend.
Oh.
It's all right. I have one too.
Did yours ever get you bullied or fired?
No. How can an imaginary friend do that?
Because it's weird to have one.
No, it's not. I've had my ladybug all my life.
Wait, what?
Long time, isn't it?
No. What'd you say about a ladybug?
That's her name.
You had an imaginary friend named Ladybug?
I have an imaginary friend named Ladybug.
Well, I had an imaginary friend named Happy.
What happened?
She was always trying to make me happy, but she just got in the way.
That's why you love them.
What do you mean?
That's why you love imaginary friends. They love you to death. And sometimes they get in the way, but their intentions are always true, aren't they?
How do you know all this?
Because I have a feeling Ladybug is just like Happy. And that's a good thing.
Wait, was that her?
Yep, she says hello. She'd also like to know if you'd go on a date with me.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, what do you say?
Absolutely!
It's been a few days. I'm worried about Simon. He's probably fine, right? He's probably having fun at a new job where I'm not getting in the way. He's probably having fun. But I've never been without Simon, and I don't know what to do with myself. And he's never been without me, so he probably doesn't know what to do with himself. I love him. He's my best friend. I just want my best friend back.
Happy!
Simon! I'm
really
sorry.
sorry. I was stupid.
No, I was stupid. I got you fired. I hope you'll forgive me.
It was just a job, Happy.
But it was important to you. I'm sorry, really.
You're more important to me. You've never left my side.
So you forgive me?
Of course. Oh, and there's someone I have to introduce you to.
Introduce me? You've never said that before.
Well, this is different.
Will this person be able to see me?
No, but she knows you exist, so that's a start.
She? A girl? A girl?
Yes, she's amazing. And guess what? She has an imaginary friend too.
Are you being serious?
Yes, her name is Ladybug. It's kind of crazy. It's like those stories my mom used to tell me.
Oh, my happiness. I've never been this happy in my life.
Her name is Eleanor.
Then I met Eleanor. I had never loved anyone more, except for Simon, of course. She doesn't hear me like Simon does, but sometimes she mentions me. Eleanor has an imaginary friend of her own, named Ladybug. I can't see Ladybug either, but Eleanor talks to her just like Simon talks to me. Now I understand why people can't hear or see me. Because just like Ladybug, I'm someone who is special only to Simon. Now we get to hang out with Eleanor and Ladybug all the time. But when we aren't together, Simon goes and sits at a park. There's an old wooden bench that reminds him of Eleanor. Whenever she's gone, he goes and sits there. But she's hardly ever gone. We're always together. I love it.
You know what's funny?
What's funny? Is it a joke? I love jokes.
What's funny?
It's not a joke, Happy. Eleanor, you're my wife.
And you're my husband.
Don't you love the sound of that?
Oh, I love love.
It's beautiful.
You seem a little pale. Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I'm fine, really.
Being married to Eleanor is even better than her being our girlfriend, because she lives with us now. Simon loves Eleanor more than anything else in this world, even probably me. And I'm okay with it, because she makes him just as happy as I do. But now we get to see all sides of Eleanor. And I know something he doesn't. We tell each other everything, but I just don't have the heart to tell him. Eleanor is sick. She has cancer.
Eleanor.
Simon, I can't.
Hey, I know. It's okay.
Simon, please tell me something to take my mind off of the pain.
Okay,
Anything, please.
Happy, what do I do?
I don't know.
Please, think of something.
Why don't you tell her a story?
A story. Right. Okay, Eleanor, I'm going to tell you a story
A story?
about a little boy. There was a little boy. He held his own magnifying glass right up to his eye. The whole world was blurry until a little red spotted ladybug flew into view. The ladybug looked at the little boy with big eyes, and suddenly a burst of flame shot from its mouth.
What kind of story is this?
This ladybug could breathe fire.
Okay.
Before the boy ran to show his mom, he waited and waited, hoping another ladybug would come to love and be with the first one. As the sun began to set, the boy grew sad when no other ladybugs came to him. Just when he about gave up hope and went home, a red dot fluttered across the lens of his magnifying glass.
Another ladybug.
Yes, the ladybug was lost and sad. He lost his best friend, but another ladybug found him.
Years and years passed. It was just me and Simon again. Back to how it used to be. Life was hard on Simon for a while. I was happy to help him through it. We spent a lot of our time talking about Eleanor and how lovely she was. I didn't mind. We visited the park bench whenever Simon missed Eleanor. And even though we were both grieving, we learned to be happy together.
Happy?
What's wrong, Simon?
I need to tell you something.
Anything.
I'm getting ready to go somewhere.
Where are you going? Are we going to the park? I love the park.
Happy.
I miss the park and your old wooden bench. Don't you remember? Oh, it's been such a long time since we went to the park.
Happy.
What?
I'm not going to the park.
Where are you going?
Home.
Simon,
If I told you where I was going, you wouldn't understand.
what do you mean I wouldn't understand?
I miss Eleanor a lot, Happy.
Well, me too. This is perfect. Let's go to the park.
No, Happy, I'm not going to the park.
Well, then where are we going?
I'm going away.
Away?
Yes.
How far away? I love traveling.
Happy, the place I'm going, you can't come.
What?
I'm going to Eleanor.
Wait,
I'm going to my mom.
but Simon,
I know.
what about me? We've never been apart before. What am I gonna do without you?
You'll be okay.
Please don't go.
I have to.
No, I'm going to miss you. I'm gonna be sad.
Don't be sad, Happy.